Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to create an animated outro using just your iPhone. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is how to make the outro, and then we're going to be going to YouTube and adding those things to the outro. So basically a link to a video or a subscribe button that takes you to your channel, things like that. We're going to add that afterwards, so stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, first thing we're going to be looking at is how to make the outro itself. So first thing you want to do is you want to go into Fonto, and then you want to click on this camera down here and add any background. Now you can get a background off of the internet. You can search Tumblr, aesthetic backgrounds, things like that. You can choose basically any background. Make sure that the size is 1280 by 720. If you're not sure if it's the right size, click on plain image here, then create a blank one, and then go up here to the size and select custom and type in 1280 by 720. Click on done, and then click on this export button here and click on use. Then what you want to do is you want to click on these three lines here. You want to click on add image, and then you want to add the background of your outro. So this is the background I'm going to be using. I just created this watercolor effect on Adobe Sketch with the watercolor brush, I believe. And then I'm going to click on done in the top right. And then I'm going to size this so it fits in exactly. This is a 1280 by 720 size image, but if it isn't one, you can just position it correctly. It doesn't matter if you go over the border of it. As you can see, I'm going over it, over the border, so it's not exactly the size. Then you want to click on the export button down here and click on save image or save image as PNG, doesn't matter. So I'm going to click on save image, and then what you want to do, you want to click on the camera icon down here again and click on photo albums, and then just choose that image that you just created, and it will have automatically cropped it to 1280 by 720 if it went over. Obviously you can add some filters as well if that's something you want to do. And I think I'm gonna do that though. I might add this one, looks cool. Anyway, and then click on done. Now that you have your basic template of where you're gonna be adding your intro onto, so I think what I'm gonna add is a Instagram logo, a Twitter logo, and a subscribe button, and the text I'm gonna add later on, and that's gonna be animated. So let's go to Safari. Oh, and I forgot to say, these are the apps that we're gonna be using throughout the entire video. Only these 4 apps are gonna be used. You need Fonto, iMovie, Vont, and Safari. All these are free, which is really nice. So let's go to Safari, and then I'm gonna type in, I'm gonna create a new thing here, and I'm going to type in Instagram logo PNG. PNG means it doesn't have a background like a white border around it. It's just going to be the logo itself. I'm going to go to images. And to know if it's a PNG, let's just select maybe this one and wait for it to load. Okay, I don't think this one is a PNG. Let's see this one. Okay, so if it has this kind of grayish blocks around it, it means it has no background, so it's a PNG. So just long press on the image and click on add to photos. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do the same for a Twitter logo. You can obviously add your own social medias. If you have another social media app, you can add that. And then I'm going to just search for the one I like. Okay, so this is a PNG as well. I'm gonna click on add to photos. If you don't find any PNGs, what you can also do is, I have a video on how to make a PNG. I'll have that linked in the cards up top. You can watch at that. So you can basically create a PNG out of any image. Okay, so now that we have that, we're gonna go back into Fonto and add those logos that we just downloaded by clicking on these 3 lines here and clicking on add image. Okay, so as you can see, I have both of these here now. Let me just make sure it's the right size and the same size. Obviously, you don't have to add even any social medias. It just depends on what you want on your end screen. Okay, so now I have my social medias that I want to have on my end screen. You can add some more graphics or some text if you want to, some non-animated text. You can add basically anything, some cool photos, something like that, anything that you want. But I think this is the basic template that I want to use to animate. Okay, so once we're done with all of this, I'm gonna click down here and click on save image. And what we want to do is you want to go into iMovie now. I'm gonna create a new movie, and then I'm gonna import that image that we just created. And as you can see, it moves around. We want to stop that, so you want to click on the clip here, then we click on Ken Burns enable to disable it, and then you're going to click on your clip again and just pinch with 2 fingers until it doesn't move around. As you can see now, it's stiff. And you can create it any length that you want. I think I'm just going to go with 10 seconds. I never have a too long of an intro, so I think that's fine. So now that I have this, I'm going to click on done again here in the top left corner, sorry. Then I'm gonna click on this export button down here, and I'm gonna click on save video, and I'm gonna export it into just 1080p, and that's gonna start exporting. Now you want to go to Font. It's an app. It's basically the same creators that created Fonto created Font. It works the exact same way, so we also have the same layout. I'm gonna click on the camera down here. I'm gonna say load new video, and I'm gonna import that video that we just created. So this is what it looks like. It's not animated or anything. And then you can click anywhere on the screen and click on add text. I'm gonna say click on the icon to subscribe or something like that, or you can just say thanks for watching. Doesn't really matter. And I'm gonna go to font here, and I'm going to select which font I want. This is a font that I created with kind of my handwriting. And then we have some other. I'm going to go with this River Drive if it wants to work. It's a really weird font. It doesn't always work on anything. And then we can click on done. And I'm going to put it anywhere on the screen. Okay, as you can see, clearly cannot see what's going on here. I'm going to click here on style. And then you can select the color. We're gonna make it black. You can add a stroke around it, maybe a white stroke. Like I said, sometimes things don't really work as fast on this font as I would like, but that's what comes with the font. And then I'm gonna click on style here, and I'm gonna add a shadow by clicking on any color here, and then I can bring up the opacity of the shadow, so how clear it is, and I can also make it blur a bit more or blur a bit less, and then I'm going to click on done. Okay, I think I'm going to change the color, and I'm also going to change the text. It's way too long. Okay, I think I'm just going to go with thanks for watching with an exclamation point. Okay, that's better. I think I'm gonna make the text a little more grayish than black, since it has to kind of blend in with the type of background that I chose. Okay, that looks better by now. Let me just see if I add a white shadow. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so we have our basic text. Now to animate this, I'm just gonna quickly position it in the middle by clicking on move and then selecting this one here, so it's in the middle. Okay, it's in the middle now. Now you want to select your text, and to animate it, you want to click on this thing here. It says none, but what do you want? You can select whichever one you want. I'm gonna choose slide. And then I'm gonna click on done. So that's how it's gonna come into my video. I'm gonna drag this here. So if I drag it, I can select where it starts and where it ends. So I'm just gonna make it start to come in here. So this is how it will come into my video with a slide, and then I'm going to click on the animation again, and then here at the bottom you can also select how long it will take to slide in, and then I'm going to click on out and how it goes out. So I think I'm going to make it slide again in the same direction, then click on done. So okay, this is how our thanks for watching will come in. Then you can also add some more text like your Instagram username. So I'm just going to say Kayla's World. This is not really my exact username. because the username for my Instagram, the username for my Twitter is different. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm again gonna style it and make it different. So let's add another stroke around it, maybe something like this. And I think for this animation, I'm gonna go for just a fade. And it's gonna start at the exact same time as the thanks for watching. And the out transition, I'm gonna make fade as well. So this one is gonna be a bit more chill. I'm gonna go to fade again. And now this is what our video looks like from beginning to end. So it's nothing, then it comes up. You'll see the transitions more clearly once you've exported the video. It's gonna look better. And then you'll see it go out. Okay, so once you're happy with all the animations that we've added, I'm gonna click on the export button down here and click on at what size I want to export it in. You can't go full HD without paying for the app, so I'm just gonna go HD and click on export down here, and then you want to click on save video, and it will start to export your video and save it to your camera roll. Now let's go back into iMovie and see what it looks like. So I'm going to use the same project. I'm just going to delete this clip and add that clip that we just created. So this is what it looks like. It's going to come in, it's going to play that, and then it's going to go out. So this is how you create your animated outro. It's really easy. You can add your own things. And now that iMovie has the option to add green screens, you can even add green screens to the end slate, outro, whatever you want to call it. So you can also do that. It will also make it look really cool. So if you have an animated like green screen for a Instagram logo or something like that, you can do that. That will also look really cool. So yeah, I hoped this part of the video helped you. So once you're happy with that, you can just export it and save it to your camera roll and add it at the end of your videos. And now I'm gonna show you guys how to add all the other things to the end slate, so like the link to the video, etc. So to add the components to the outro, only thing you'll need is Safari, and I'm gonna show you guys step by step how to do this. So what you want to do is you want to go into Safari, and then you want to search YouTube. Okay, and go to the youtube.com. If it keeps throwing you back to the YouTube app, what you can do is you can first delete the YouTube app, and it won't keep pulling you back to the app. So that's just a tip. I know it can be annoying, but that's the only way I know to let it stop pulling you back to the app instead of the website. So going to Safari, I'm gonna go back to mobile YouTube so you guys can see what it looks like. So this is maybe the screen it's taking you to. Then you want to click on your channel icon and click on desktop. Once you have that, you want to click on your channel icon in the top right and select Creator Studio. Once you've done that, you want to select any video. So say this is the video that I just uploaded and I want to add the end slides to. You can go here. I'm gonna click on end screen here, and then once I've done that, I'm gonna select use template. So what that does, I'm gonna click use template. I'm gonna choose the template that I want to use. Sometimes it crops it like this weirdly, don't mind that. Say I want to add this one here. I'm gonna click on select, and this is what it looks like. Now what you want to do is you want to go here, and you already have your subscribe button here in this smaller square. This is the smaller square, bigger and bigger square. So you want to click on the pencil icon here and go to any video. You can select a video or playlist, or you can always set it to the most recent upload, so every time it will show the most recent upload. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna select this image here, this video here. I'm gonna set it to that, and then the other video I'm gonna select a playlist. So yeah, that's how you do it, and then you just select which videos you want to have shown in your outro, and then it's as easy as that. To get it the timing right with the outro, you can just toggle these things here, and that will just set the time to where it has to start and where it has to end, so you can select the exact time where your outro starts. It's a little complicated, but if you play around with it enough, you'll get the hang of it. So yeah, that's all you basically need to know how to make an animated outro on iPhone. It's actually super easy and simple. Like I said, these are the 4 apps that I use. You can add some more apps if you want. If you have a better video editor on iPhone, you can create your own kind of outro. Basically, this is just the easiest free way to create a animated outro on iPhone. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and comment down below any other questions you have for me, and definitely subscribe by clicking on the icon on the screen that we just added. Click on the playlist to see all of my other YouTube tips and tricks videos, so other tutorials and things like this, and click on the video to my previously uploaded video. Love you guys so much. Be weird and be proud of it. Bye.